Welcome back to the channel, guys. Glad to have you as always. Another Badboy series video going over the all-new E-Series, the 80-volt line of tools from Badboy. Shout out to the guys out there for sending out another tool this summer. This is the 80-volt string trimmer, and we're going to take you along in the driver's seat with me to show you just how I clean up after a week of rain, super tall grass, weeds, edging, the whole 9 yards. Show you just how and easy it is to use this Badboy tool. Check it out. Also, the ZT Elite looking sexy out here. So it's hot. Let's get to it. We got a lot to do. Let's get after it. All right, guys. So instead of bore you with just some GoPro footage and me in the yard having noise in the background, mowers going, it seemed like today of all days was get your yard mowed day. There was about 6 other dudes in the neighborhood mowing grass. So I decided to break out the podcast equipment and go ahead and give you guys some decent audio. So you can see here, one of the main advantages, talking about the Badboy trimmer, is the thing stores like a freaking dream. All you have to do is, mount a hook. It's got a hook mount in the back of the battery compartment where the battery goes. And again, if you guys are familiar at all with any kind of E-Series tools, the Badboy, the E-Series, it all uses the same 80-volt battery bank. So if you own, like myself, the pole saw or the already existing battery charger, you can immediately go ahead and plug that thing up, and you're good to go. It can power multiple tools, and that's one of the biggest things that I recommend is having 2 batteries. So right here, it's got super, super easy to use buttons and controls. The on power button right there, and you have the turtle and the hare, the tortoise and the hare. Obviously, the hare, the rabbit mode is going to be super, super quick. The turtle mode is more of like what I would like to call your eco mode. Usually, the turtle for me, just utilizing battery life and keeping that thing going as long as possible, which is the ultimate goal with an E-Series tool. And I like using it on that if I need to break open an edge or something before the cutting season. When you come out of the dormancy of your lawn or your property, of whatever you're trying to trim or open up an edge up, maybe diving into that rabbit mode. But you can see here, I really like the handle. The handle is fully adjustable. And I like it at the lowest setting. I feel like I can really get down there and get used to it. I think I eventually will go ahead and upgrade my handle. It seems like all of the weed eater handles that I've ever used, they make like an extended elbow. I forget what company makes it, but maybe even Badboy can add it to their line of accessories too for the E-Series. But just an extended handle, that way I can stay a little bit more upright. But that's really not a dig against Badboy. That's all weed eaters in general. But the one thing that I noticed about this tool is this thing doesn't weigh hardly anything. I want to go ahead and pull up the spec here. This thing weighs, I'm on badboy.com. The charge time, it says, is 60 minutes. I find that to be really cut in half. I think maybe 30 to 35 minutes. I've got almost a full charge on my batteries. Let's see if it tells me how much this thing weighs. I can't find that spec, but I want to say it's in the neighborhood of maybe 7 pounds, maybe less. Like I said, I'm easily able to pull this thing upright, have it close to my head, and all you really hear is the hum of that electric motor down there, and it's not really even bad. I don't wear any kind of ear pro or no earplugs. I normally do with my zero-turn mower, my ZT Elite. But with these things, all you really need is some iPro, and you're good to go. So having that thing up to your head, super, super nice, very enjoyable operation. A lot better than having that stupid, old gas-powered super vibration. And another thing, just super freaking loud right next to your head there. So having the battery-powered weed eater, for me, I've been battery power for a little more than 5 years now. And admittedly, my first intro into the electric lawn equipment was a Black & Decker. I think it was less than $100. Came with 2 batteries. The runtime on those was like 20 minutes apiece. And you better have both of them charged because, man, it was an absolute pain in the ass to use that thing. It took those stupid string trimmer cartridges that you'd have to buy, proprietary equipment at Home Depot. And that's one of the things that you'll see later in this video is this speed feed trimmer head is super easy. You guys probably already use one with your gas-powered weed eater where you break off, an equal section on both. You spin the head to where the 2 green markers line up and you feed that thing through. And you can see there, I'm actually using this thing one-handed in some places. So if I'm getting under trees or shrubbery, I don't have to use both hands to kind of balancing act this thing up under there. I can literally just keep my hand on the trigger and lean this thing on out there to do some trimming there. Again, I appreciate you guys sticking along for the video. This is pretty much me post here in North Georgia, post a week and a half long of rain. You know, it was off and on sunny, but mostly rain, probably 5 to 6 inches, and getting my bad boy mower out there. You can see the ZT Elite there. Wasn't ideal. I'll wait till it's kind of dried out just to keep from getting ruts in the road, and also my lawn. I hate getting ruts out there and having to correct that with sand later. But yeah, you just pop that battery in and you're off to the races there. So I think I did have to do a battery change. I think my last battery was it maybe 1.5 bars, and then I went ahead and ran that out. And for this video, we're really going all out, guys. We're showing edging, we're showing up under shrubs, holly trees, just in general trimming. And that's one of the biggest things that benefits you on this is I used to have to break out my push mower. Not that my zero turn was lacking in any way, but to make sure I got the edges and the curves just right, I really like having that, you know, super clean cut. And having this trimmer, I'm able to trim those corners and the turning points that I normally can't get with the zero turn. So when I get really close to my holly bushes, you know, on the front of the house to the left side, I can't squeeze that zero turn all the way up in there. So I usually have to bring out this old Cub Cadet push mower. And having that trimmer just being so lightweight and such a good run time and being able to really be a do-all tool, it replaces me having to buy extra gas, pull that thing out, come around the house. It's a huge, huge time saver. This thing really likes, to hold that thing up straight, you don't have to worry about, you know, your gas and oil mixing and running all over you and the super loud. Again, just the noise factor alone, having that away from your head and your ears and not having to wear ear pro is a huge benefit. Just one less thing you have to do and one less thing you have to go get at the gas station and mix oil. And who wants to buy that pre-mix stuff at your big box stores? It's such a pain in the ass. This thing is just absolutely kicking butt on these edges. Now, the edging that you'll see me do does look easy because I have went ahead and opened up these trenches from when all this grass was dormant. So, you know, over the winter, if you guys, you know, have a nice defined edge in your lawn, you know that over the course of the winter, the grass creeps up in there, leaves, trash, whirlybirds, all this other debris clogs up those nice defined edges. So that first edging of the year is pretty tough. It eats up a lot of string, or if you use a blade edger, it just, like I said, it can really be taxing and just take a long time. This thing, you know, jack it up on rabbit mode and watch this thing freaking eat up the edge. Now, once you do get that edge established, it's super easy to maintain it. Now, I'm trying to see here if I do get into, yeah, so perfect. So this section here really does show you just how stupid easy battery changes are. And one thing I did like about the Badboy trimmer is where they put this battery. Now, when you hold the battery, it is substantial, but again, it's on the other end of the pole of the trimmer, so it really balances out extremely well. Now, this string I have here, I believe Badboy does sell their own brand of string. This is just a, you know, XYZ brand from Ace Hardware. It comes in a pre-cut little reel, so you can throw this in your pocket. I've used this trimmer about 6 to 8 times already through the cutting season, and this is the first time I've ever had to put string in it. So the string lasts extremely well. Of course, your mileage may vary depending on how much edging and abrasive conditions that you're putting this thing through. You can see here I've got a mix of front and backyard. So again, like I said, I don't know why I'm pressing this button here. Daniel, come on, just line the things up, man. Yeah, read the manual. So you line those green edges up there on the speed feed trimmer head, and it literally couldn't be easier, guys. You push that string through, you get an equal distance, and you just let that thing wind itself on up. It's just really, really super easy to maintain. And that's another thing, guys. The E-Tools, the E line of series that Badboy has, it's literally maintenance free. Now, the only thing on my pole saw that I used last year in the video is I do have to make sure, as far as cutting oil and bar oil, make sure that thing's topped off. But other than that, there's no engine to maintain, there's no carburetors to keep clean, there's no mixing of gas and oil. There's literally just having enough lithium battery power and making sure I have both my battery cells good to go. Now, this tool on badboy.com, I want to say it's $2.99 if you don't have the charger or the battery. But if you already own a Badboy series of tools in the E-Series, you just have to buy the tool. And the tool itself, I think, is about a $179, $180. And considering I spent, $99, go ahead and make it $115 with tax here in Georgia on a crappy Black & Decker that the battery time was no. I mean, this is like a full-blown commercial-style weed eater, but it's in an electric configuration, so it's super, super easy to maintain and use. Now, going over to, just showing you the versatility here. This isn't the pole saw video. This is something that I just had to get done around the property over my grandma's house. And again, I just took the battery from the weed eater and, you know, after doing all that trimming, I immediately was able to go over to this little lot part. And this is one of those, you know, pain in the butt Joshua trees or whatever. I'm not a herbologist or whatever you call it, but this tree right here, going under it in my zero turn, was an absolute nightmare. It has these, you know, 1.5 inch thorns on it, and you just really want to make quick work of this and get it out of your way. So going across this edge in the zero turn was super hazardous. You know, getting that stuff stuck in your arm or even, you know, having it, you know, drop a limb and getting your tire would be terrible. So the pole saw make really quick work of this. Obviously, you guys have seen the video. If you haven't, go check it out. But this thing is a pole saw on steroids. Again, no maintenance. One of the tricks that I have learned, I've never owned an electric or gas pole saw in my life, so there was a little bit of a learning curve to even just running a pole saw. I did find out that getting the right angle and not putting this thing in a bind is a huge key to success, because you don't want to bind up that chain. This thing is so powerful, it pulls that saw into the limb or the tree that you're cutting down. I've cut down 5 or 6 cent trees before with this thing, and I mean, there's a way to do it. There's a strategy. So getting that angle right on that limb, you see how I'm canting the head of it just a little bit to get that thing dialed in. You know, there is a trick to it. So that tree, like I said, we're just kicking its ass right now with the Badboy. It's just getting it out of my way. This is a dogwood, I believe. So this limb right here, if I had a ROPS bar on my mower, would absolutely flip me upside down. So I don't, but you know, going around it is just a pain. So we go ahead and lop that limb off. That's a pretty big limb, actually. It's probably a 2.5 inch to 3 inch limb. I'm getting all these lower limbs here just to get them out of the way. This thing makes super quick work of it. Again, you see that little orange cap on the top? That is the reservoir for the bar oil. So that's exactly what you want to keep an eye on. Of course, it's got a sight glass on the left side. Super, super easy to do. And again, just going through these limbs like butter. I don't know who designed personally the E-Series through Badboy, but if you enjoy the zero turn line, whether it's commercial or residential, they just make a hell of a product. Made in America, right out of Arkansas. Just a killer warranty as well. If you ever have to do warranty work, you just call them up or email them or get a hold of their customer service, and they absolutely kill it. So you'll see when I'm holding on to that little connection piece on that on the bar on that pole saw, it has an extension piece that plugs right into it. So I'm in the short configuration now, which I personally really like, unless I have to reach up and grab a limb super high. I can add that extension, but in the configuration that it's in right now, I can easily throw that on my mower, run across the properties, go to my grandma's house, go back in the woods, go to our food plots, do any kind of tree trimming. And you could do this for, you know, not just around your yard, but if you're using this, like I said, for food plots, you know, trimming shooting lanes. Again, it's super quiet. So if you're trying to be stealthy on your hunting property, the E-Series, no gas, no oil, you know, just a battery, make sure it's good to go. You're literally, you know, you're set. You're set with that E-Series. It's going to have your back for a long time. And again, guys, I appreciate you checking out the video. If you haven't already, go hit subscribe and go follow my page and Badboy's page on Instagram. They've got a ton of summer content coming out, new stuff, updates. They're doing trade shows all over the place. So if you want to go check this out, go get to your local Badboy dealer, and they may have some of these E-Series tools in stock. So we're going to go ahead and do the checklist for the mower here. And again, guys, thanks for tuning along as I clean up the yard, you know, post-storm week, like we mentioned earlier. Really wasn't that bad, but I do like getting everything good. I like to check the tire pressure, the gas. I like to check the air filter. Just a short little rundown of the zero turn before I get going. And as you can see here, man, we get after it with the zero turn. So I'm going to turn on some music for you guys. I want to let this play out, and you'll see like a mix of Bermuda grass, my grandma's side yard, her front yard, and some of the food plot area with a feeder. So we go ahead and get after it, and we'll see you guys when we get to the end of the mowing footage. So thanks for checking out the video, guys. Enjoy.
Just river kids, picking up stones like David did, watching them long necks break off a freight train bridge. We went to church in a Detroit car. Our daddies drank draft at the local bar, with an aching back just like old granddad did. And we like cold cake beer, fixing up trucks, old bird dogs, and the woman we love. Maxwell House steaming out of a coffee cup. We say our prayers, send them to the sky. Bus stop banks barely getting by. Carolina when the sun's coming up, you can bet we're clocking in. Cash your paycheck, 2-day break, and do it again. We like cold cake beer and fixing up trucks, old bird dogs and the woman we love. Maxwell House steaming out of a coffee cup. We say our prayers, send them to the sky. Bus stop backs, barely getting by. Carolina to California up to Illinois. Yeah, there's guys like us, blue collar boys. Wear worn out boots and no Levi's, the wind behind the stars and stripes saying we like cold cake beer and fixing up trucks, old bird dogs and the woman we love. Maxwell House steaming out of a coffee cup. We say our prayers, send them to the sky. Bus stop backs, barely getting by. Carolina to California up to Illinois. Yeah, there's guys like us. Yeah, there's guys like us, blue collar boys, blue collar boys.
Leaving was never something that I ever thought I needed help with, but hell, this just isn't easy. Thought that I was making progress, but I'm weak and helpless. Tell me how I'm supposed to not pick that call up when it lights up and it's your face stuck between us, rocking in an uppy old place. By now, going out on the town, should be looking like a round with the girl I just met. By now, double crown going down, should be feeling like I've been doing my best. Yeah, I don't know what to do when it comes to you. Someone throw me a lifeline now, 'cause I'm at your house, every light's out. I ain't knowing no how I could ever say goodbye now. Goodbye now. I ain't knowing no how I could ever say goodbye. Tease me, tell me everything will be alright, make me believe it, but you don't mean it. By now, going out on the town, should be looking like a round with the girl I just met. By now, double crown going down, should be feeling like I've been doing my best. Yeah, I don't know what to do when it comes to you. Someone throw me a lifeline now, 'cause I'm at your house, every light's out. I ain't knowing no how I could ever say goodbye now. Goodbye now. I ain't knowing no how I'm supposed to not pick that call up when it lights up and it's your face stuck between us, rocking and up in your place. By now, going out on the town, should be looking like a round with the girl I just met. By now, double crown going
find me with my lead foot down. Rearview mirror ripped off the windshield. Regrets nowhere near. When my blood runs cold, and it don't matter if I'm young or old. 'Cause when it's all said and done, and I'm long gone with the sun, they're gonna know that I was here. Gonna bang that drum, gonna light it up. Every bullet in the gun, shot across the midnight sky. Ain't leaving one behind. Love, even if it hurts, even if I crash and burn, all the way down to the embers. Leave them something to remember. Might be glory, might be flames. When the good Lord calls my name, stand my ground, run from nothing. I'm going out in a blaze of something. No tomorrow coming on. Enjoy the good times while you got them, 'cause who knows how long you got them. Raise your glass and sing along. Hey. Gonna bang that drum, gonna light it up. Every bullet in the gun, shot across the midnight sky. Ain't leaving one behind. Love, even if it hurts, even if I crash and burn, something to remember. Might be glory, might be flames. When the good Lord calls my name, stand my ground, run from nothing. I'm going out in a blaze of something. Yeah, we all may be shooting stars, here today and gone tomorrow, but I will just keep shining while I'm here. Gonna bang that drum, gonna light it up. Every bullet in the gun, shot across the midnight sky. Ain't leaving one behind. But love, even if it hurts, even if I crash and burn, all the way down to the embers. Leave them something to remember. Might be glory, might be flames. When the good Lord calls my name, stand my ground, run for nothing. I'm going out in a blaze of something. In a blaze of something. Yeah, I'm going out and I'm going out. Yeah, in a blaze of something. Yeah, I'm going out and I'm going out.
Hope you guys saw just how versatile this one string trimmer really is. You can literally do everything. I have about 1.5 acres here that I maintain between mine and my grandmother's house. So plenty of edging on curves, Bermuda grass lines, you know, just sheer trimming in general around the whole property, bushes, edges, all that stuff, transition lines. This thing does it all. You saw in the video as well just how easy the speed feed head is. Just a real low maintenance. Who wants to mess with mixing gas and oil every single time you want to go and do some yard work? So go check them out, badboymowers.com. I'll put it right here. Go follow them on Instagram, and shout out to them for working with us again this summer on a brand new string trimmer. So guys, as always, check us out on the next video. Go follow us on Instagram. That's all I got for you. Catch you on the next one.